Good afternoon, wherever you are. Once more, me welcome you beyond and issue. Now, me apologizing for yesterday. That was Monday and Tuesday. There's a lot and a lot and a lot going on. Looking at the world face, you can see what is happening. I mean, their facial expression is enough that it's not going too well. Between United States and Russia, I predicted this. Say, when the Republicans lose the election, or precisely Trump lose the election, and the Democrats wins the elections, the relationship between United States and Russia is going to be very hostile. One major prediction I mean making clearly it has happened. Today, we'll be hearing what is happening. That's the bulletin. Strong words coming from Biden, President of the United States, that Vladimir Putin is a killer. What does that mean? And what does that implies where war politics is concerned? Let's get into that. There's a lot that is going to happen today. There's a lot that we are going to discuss. All right, let's do this. President Biden said in an interview that aired Wednesday that Russian President Vladimir Putin will pay a price for directing an influential operation targeting the 2020 elections with the aim of undermining Biden's candidacy. You see, I don't think this should be a news to anyone because a lot of people they were alleging, say, now Biden was for Trump, and now it's been proven. And it's not only about Russia. I think it's Iran to interfere with the election. So this is why I have a problem with Biden. You should also blame Iran, unless, of course, Iran was also hacking or working against Trump's influence. With that one there, because in their economic interests, he's not going to talk much about it. But under normal circumstances, and so address it, Russia issue or Russia intended or alleged interference in 2020 election, they are no person address on objective note, they are on for Iran Sumbrem. Look, these words coming from Biden to Russia, or precisely Vladimir Putin, it did not spell well at all to most political observers because it actually implies a lot. Because that's what a lot of people are saying. So you see, when you have two superpowers, that's almost started set confrontation. It doesn't help at all. So because of that, less than 2 hours here, so I hear what is happening. I'll say the Biden administration on Wednesday announced more sanctions on Russia over the use of chemical weapons against dissidents, including the poison of jailed opposition figure Alexei Navalny. You see, that's the Russian opposition leader. I don't say we're not a trigger because already in Syria, it's also another big thing. Americans, or Biden administration is yet to reconsider. Now, Vladimir Putin issues based on that, and we're increasing sanction on the government. Already, Russian economy has always been in tank. They've been having a struggling economy. Also imposing more sanctions. Let's see what will happen. And don't forget that at one point, Vladimir Putin, I know I call that a bluff anyway, so now or threatened the United States with military action. To me, it was tough, but he came in, but not all threatening or more. But let's see how that one also goes. There's also another interesting story. Same with Biden. I believe, the stimulus check now will pass or the pandemic bill now will pass which is the 1,400. I know I hate most families. Every adult to be out file a tax 2019. IRS clearly decided you see the 2019 and 2020. So no more file 2020. I know they were not much impacted. Now some Americans have come out more filing suit against Biden for doing that because almost believe that bill not passing was unconstitutional. The 1.9 billion now this saving U.S. economy, unbelievable, unconstitutional. So we've seen a lawsuit coming to challenge it. So the whole Congress agree purposely to save Americans looking at the pandemic or the situation go through it, But M1 says some people are coming out so almost challenging on that because I mean I didn't benefit only the Democrats, both Republicans and the Democrats will be and the cut. So I don't see the need for that. But that is a free world and that is a capitalist or constitutional country. I think that there's so much going on. I mean, for Biden even holding on, it hasn't been easy in terms of how I'll go about U.S. economy, in terms of how I address U.S. security issues. There's so much on him within the first of office. But let's see. I mean, less than 3 months into the administration, but there's a lot going on with the man. And what I say, all Biden, I can say, I'm sure back on so I'll say, just what Biden is saying in respect to New York issue, coma resignation, almost putting pressures on resign. President Biden said today, if allegation of sexual harassment against Democratic New York Governor Andrew Cuomo prove to be true, he should step down. It may very well be that there could be criminal prosecution attached to it. Biden, who was the subject of allegations of inappropriate conduct himself, added. Anyway, I don't want to go so much into it because it's still an investigation. But this is what he's saying. On Kasa or any party, would defend even though no one Biden himself, with such allegation. I think too early. Administration is going through a lot. Administration is facing a lot of challenges, but all the same now. Now let's do this. Where this tennis player, I know say a couple of weeks ago, accident. For the news, I come in today and say or recover from the treatment. Yeah, that was Tiger Woods leaves office, recovering at home after car crash. I mean, let's see. I will do this story. Now, I say a federal judge has ordered a man suspected of stealing a police officer's badge during the January 6th Capitol Hill route to go back to jail. Almost returning it back to jail. I mean, in regards to our incident now, is see, Now let's go to Donald Trump. I say former President Trump in a Fox News interview said that he is hopeful that Meghan runs for White House in 2024. I hope that happens, Trump said. If that happens, I think I would have an even stronger feeling toward running, adding he's not a fan of Meghan. Well, one of his things. I know, sir, this have to, I'm a minority if I should put it. This have to do with immigration. Look, I say more than 13,000 undocumented minors who travel to the United States without a parent or guardian are currently being held in federal custody, according to new report. Many children are being kept in U.S. Customs and Border Patrol custody longer than legally allowed 72 hours, while thousands are reportedly kept in cramped conditions with poor access to hygiene and other amenities. Look, As much as I will enforce the law, no, you see, the health and the safety of every individual to me paramount. Yeah, and then I'm going to be raise concern. Say, sir, border detention now you keep people more than 72 hours, and the idea is being very disturbing. You see, Biden so policy on immigration, you know, a lot of Americans are challenging. It was a recently cry, no. I say, President Biden's administration is reportedly preventing Border Patrol agents and sector chiefs from speaking to the media via unofficial gag order passed down verbally. To me, I think this is very unacceptable because Border Patrol and the media, see, whilst all federal officers, all media engagement is not something I say or block it. So give them that opportunity. No, they should tell the Americans what is going on, where the border issue is concerned. Because it's a Trump and put our voice out in regards to border issue. I think Biden administration is just going through a lot. Aside security, aside economy, aside border, domestic issues, there's so much going on. Let me do this story too. I say, FEMA planning COVID-19 funeral cost reinvestment program, especially Omo Moluso, Omo loved ones, no, Omo family. No, I sympathize with everybody. I think the Federal Emergency Management Agency is expected to launch a program next month, which is April, to reimburse families for the cost of burial and funeral arrangements. All right, let me end with this same COVID-19 issue. I'll say Washington, D.C. will be able to offer its COVID-19 vaccine to every eligible adult by May 1st. It's clearly telling you that a lot of people are participating in the vaccination. I mean, we encourage people will be and take advantage of it. On this note, I'll just end this issue here. And beginning April, we'll be doing world politics, we'll be doing trending issues and rebuilding Ghana. Then we'll add dear business too, where we'll be talking about entrepreneurship, investment, and stocks.